Hello friends, today in this video we are going to learn very important topic of English grammar. The topic is verb. So let's see some examples. First example, she writes an essay. In this sentence there is a word writes. It is a verb. In the second sentence, boats float on water. Float, it is verb. In first and second sentence, rides and float shows an action. In the first and second sentence, words shows action. Third sentence, it rained yesterday. In this sentence, rained, it shows happening. The fourth sentence, it becomes dark. It becomes dark at midnight. So, becomes, it is a verb, and rained and becomes show us happening. Fifth sentence, children are happy in lockdown. A verb is are, and are shows us state. Teacher is always helpful for students. So are and is shows us state. We get words action, happening and state. It means verb shows action or happening or state. Next sentence is parents are worrying for their children. In this sentence, are and worrying are verbs. Means are and worrying show us action. Last sentence, doctors will have been taking responsibility. In this sentence, will have been taking, these four words or group of four words shows us action. So, if you want to make the definition of verb, we must think about action, happening and state. And another thing, in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth sentences, there are only one word is a verb. And in the seventh and eighth sentence, there are group of words. We can make the definition of verb like this. A word or group of words that shows action, happenings or state is called verb. Let's write down the definition. A word or group of words shows action, happening or state is called verb. As you have noted down the definition of verb, here is on the board. A word or group of words that shows action, happening or state. Means very important word are a word or group of words. Some people are telling verb means a word. Here we know group of words is also verb. Next is that shows action, happening or state. Means verb shows not only action but also happening or state. Means according to traditional teachers, they are telling action word means verb. But no, this is wrong. Action words, happening words or stating words are also verbs. So, a word or group of words that shows action or happening or state are called verb. Let's see some more example. First is example of action, or we are learning verb. Here Are and learning is the group of words that shows action. The second, happening. The sun shines in the sky. In this sentence, shines means this is the happening. It shows happening. And the last sentence of state, they are happy people. In this sentence, are shows happiness of their or happiness of people. So they are happy people. Are shows state. Now we have to study types of the verb. First type of verb is main verb and another type of verb is auxiliary verb. Main verb means मुख्य क्रियापद आणि auxiliary verb means सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद. आपल्याला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे मुख्य क्रियापद आणि सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद. Let's see main verb. The term main verb refers to the important verb in a sentence. Means here important verb, it must be underlined. Main verb is important verb in a sentence. Without that main verb we can't complete the meaning of the sentence. That's why it is called main verb. Another feature of main verb is the main verb can stand alone or can be used with auxiliary verb. For example, dog runs on the road. There is only one verb and the verb is runs. That's why it is main verb. Without runs we can't complete the meaning. Dog on the road. Okay? It hasn't any meaning. So verb plays very important role in a sentence. So runs is main verb. Now see the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद. It has another name and another name of auxiliary verb is helping verb. Its name shows us it helps to main verb. That's why it is called helping verb. Verb that helps to form tenses, moods and voices is called auxiliary verb. Means helping verb is very useful to form tenses, moods and voices. For example, dog is running on the road. Here two verbs. First is and another is running. Is it is auxiliary verb and running is main verb. We have seen main verb and auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb has two groups or two sets of verbs. First is primary auxiliary verb and second is modal auxiliary verbs. So let's see the first primary auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs which can stand alone in a sentence are called primary auxiliary verbs. It means primary auxiliary verb हे असे auxiliary verb आहेत की ते एकटे पण वाक्यात येऊ शकतात. Primary auxiliary verbs are forms of be. Forms of be means am, is, are in present, was, were in past and shall be or will be in future. These are forms of be. Second is forms of do. In present, do and does. In past, did. Next is forms of have. In present, have and has. In past, had. Let's see example of forms of be. For example, they are my friends. In this sentence, are is a primary auxiliary verb and it can stand alone in a sentence. Second example of do. They do their work themselves. Here, do is a primary auxiliary verb. Third, forms of have. For example, they have many friends. So have stand here as a verb and it stand alone. So it is primary auxiliary verb but stand alone in a sentence. Now the second, modal auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs which cannot stand alone in a sentence are called modal auxiliary verb. Means there must be main verb after modal auxiliary verb. For example, I can swim in the river. Here can is modal auxiliary verb and swim is a main verb. So modal auxiliary verb cannot stand alone in a sentence. There must be main verb. They are can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, ought to, used to, etc.